Hey guys, I'm Nairi.
And I'm Neva.
And we've been at Platinum People Group just over 6 months now. For our content this week, I thought I'd ask Neva a couple of questions about what she's learnt during her last 6 months in recruitment, or first 6 months in
Wonderful.
recruitment. Awesome. Well, to start off with, what do you think is the biggest lesson you've learnt over the last 6 months?
I think my biggest lesson is learning to find lessons in every situation. There is a lot of different moving pieces of the puzzle when it comes to recruitment day in and day out. So sometimes you get caught up in the whirlwind. So it's so important to be able to take a step back and realise what you learnt that day and how you can bring that into the following day.
Awesome. Love that.
Thank you.
What do you think is the most common mistake made by candidates?
I think the most common mistake made by candidates is speaking to their new potential employer and saying the things that they think they want to hear instead of being yourself in an interview, showing your personality, letting that shine throughout the interview. I think time and time again we hear feedback from clients saying they're just kind of saying what I wanted to hear, and they don't share their real selves within that interview process.
Very true. What is your best piece of advice for candidates?
I think my best piece of advice for candidates would be, when coming into an interview sort of situation, is make sure you have a whole bunch of questions in your back pocket, lined up, ready to ask towards the end of the interview. I think 9 times out of 10 our clients will provide that opportunity to be able to ask some questions towards the end of the interview, and most of the time they might answer the questions you had during the interview. But it's so important to be able to seem like you're engaged, you're interested, and you want to be a part of this company, you want to be a part of this role.
You want to know more about it.
Absolutely. So being able to share those aspects, and maybe a couple of questions you did from your research before the interview.
Good one. What do you think are the biggest mistakes made by clients or employers?
By employers, yeah. I think probably the biggest mistakes we see is people being too quick to judge. I think we're all kind of naturally wired that way in some aspect or another, but I think it's so important when either you're reviewing resumes or you're getting people in for an interview, is you try and put that aside, or that judgment and all those opinions that come so naturally to us as humans, and really just come in with a blank page. You have no idea
Open mind.
Absolutely, you've got no idea what this person does in their spare time, or what their experience was, or maybe something that you didn't know your business needed. They could actually bring that to the table. So being open-minded and being able to explore anything that a new potential employee might be able to bring.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
Yeah.
Is there anything you think has become increasingly important for employers to provide employees?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably the biggest topic of the table at the moment, and it's obvious.
What you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be work-life balance, and in terms of that, definitely the work from home flexibilities. Everyone does have their own personal preference. Nairi herself likes to work from home a little bit more. I'm a bit more of an office girl, but being actually being able to have those sort of options within the office, or set days within the office to be able to cater for everyone's needs is going to just be the way forward. Unfortunately, it's not the way everyone kind of wants things, but I think you're going to be left behind if you don't start leaning into this new way of working. And
very much agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks guys. I hope you learned something from Neva and I.
Thanks. Bye.